Well, hello, my friends. This is Gary Roth, somebody that's been an outspoken critic of government controls during this coronavirus crisis, the pandemic, the quarantine, and everything that's associated with it. And today, I am offering an apology. I had posted something earlier today, and if you're seeing this and you're connected with me on Facebook, I was laughing that real estate agencies were listed as essential businesses. And then I saw a bunch of Facebook posts about people talking about how good it was and how many houses are selling and you should buy now. And that infuriated me to no end because there are people, through no fault of their own, that have lost their jobs during this pandemic, this quarantine. Servers, hourly employees, dog groomers, barbers, bartenders, all of those good, hardworking people that are caught up in the mess of all of this. And I was mad. I was mad because it almost felt like these real estate agents were slapping us in the face for those that lost their jobs. And several real estate agents came on to protest. And I saluted the defense of their industry, and their arguments were really insulting and mean, and some were compassionate, some were just downright jerks, and it was just a beautiful display of, I don't know, something. But anyway, here's what I found out. Through that entire rant, I discovered that it's actually quite possible. Showing a home virtually, signing documents digitally, you can do most of that work remotely and virtually. Truth be told, I personally would not buy a property that I could not physically walk through. There's some issues there if you bring people to show a home that's occupied. There's some issues that if you're seeing an empty house, but many real estate agents mentioned to me the extreme measures they go to sanitize, wipe down, take shoes off, wear gloves. And that is all amazingly awesome. And for my lack of knowledge of the industry and my presumption of certain things, please, by all means, accept my apology. I did not know what actually was going on. And for that, I'm sincerely sorry. With that in mind, it kind of changed my mind a little bit on some other things concerning government overreach during this. Now, several companies don't have to shut down because they can work remotely, they can do telework and things like that. But the government has decided that certain businesses cannot. Now, at one end of the spectrum, you have, like a real estate agent that can show homes virtually, make a lot of phone calls. Some of you might be able just to weather it out until it's all done, and then you get back to showing homes, and you could really generate relationships now, do your marketing. That's so awesome and perfect. Then you have on the other end of the spectrum, restaurants. Now, restaurants had to remove most of their staff, and I know several of you out there, and you're awesome people, and I love you very much. Restaurants can't support their entire staff when they switch over to takeout. You just can't do it. And so to say that restaurants will be fine because they can do to-go orders, that's lunacy, and that's ridiculous. So don't think that restaurants are going to be doing just fine because they can do curbside pickup or whatever. It's not true. And not everybody can go be a waiter driver or a Lyft driver or whatever. Okay, it's just not there in this economy. And so what boggles my mind is that the government says if you're a restaurant or this or whatever, you have to shut down. If you're not an essential business, you have to shut down. Okay, so this is where it gets a little tricky, because certain businesses can have the option to work remotely, work smartly, whatever. The government is saying they don't trust these non-essential businesses to do the same. If I own a restaurant and I want to slash half of my seating and I want to make my waiters and waitresses wear masks and gloves to serve food, why am I not allowed to do that? If I follow the CDC guidelines, I should be able to operate my business within those guidelines without any molestation from the government, right? Not in the United States today. They just shut you down altogether. Here's where my problem is. Last weekend, I was doing a home improvement project with a very close friend of mine. I ordered a particular item online, went to the online counter to pick it up, maintaining my social distances to get in and get out. When I went in there, the Home Depot parking lot in Hoover, Alabama was packed. I have never in my life seen a Home Depot parking lot that full. There were people and children and everybody else just meandering around, shopping, looking at plants, looking at paint, doing these seemingly endless line of, and there were teenagers. I mean, everybody was in there mulling around. It's the same way. Now, Costco is limiting people in their business. That is awesome. Keep people spread apart. Hurry up, get in, get out. But what about the 100 people that are in a pack outside the front door? You're not doing anything. If the police can shut down the church, why can't the police go and break up these crowds? Why can't people go out there and make people stay safe and separate? Why can't they shut down portions of Walmart or shut down Home Depot with the exceptions of emergency supplies only or to contractors that need to repair like an emergency thing? Why does the government cherry pick certain businesses in the name of safety and not others because of essential goods? All right? I don't understand how a new shirt or a new hat is an essential item, or whatever else you can add to the list. I probably could go all day on that stuff of what I think is essential and what's not. But my point is, my friends, it's not fair. And if you agree or disagree, hit that comment below. I'd like to know what you think. What do you think is fair? Until then, I'll see you later.